Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really vibrant, flavor-packed dish that's literally going to wake up every single taste bud you've got. We're talking about spicy glass noodle salad with minced pork, or as it's traditionally known, Larb Woonsen. So, are you craving some authentic, vibrant Thai spice right about now? You might think a salad this dynamic means you need a full-on restaurant kitchen, but honestly, it is surprisingly easy to throw together right at home. We're going to break down this foolproof method step by step so you can get those bold, amazing flavors without breaking a sweat. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the essential ingredients. The real secret to this dish, it's all about perfect balance. We're starting with an equal weighting of hearty and savory, so that's 200 grams of glass noodles perfectly matched with 200 grams of minced pork. But the real magic, the thing that makes it pop, is the aromatics. We need the sharp, fresh punch of one whole head of sliced shallots, along with chopped spring onions and culantro. And culantro, by the way, is also known as Sawtooth coriander. Oh, actually, a quick tip. Make sure you prep these aromatics first. You definitely won't want to be scrambling later when the cooking starts moving fast. Moving right along to Section 2, cooking pork and noodles. Okay, this stovetop technique is just brilliant. First off, you only need to bring 1 single cup of water to a boil. Then drop in your 200 grams of minced pork. You'll want to stir it continuously until it's fully cooked, which essentially creates this incredibly rich, meaty broth right there in the pan. Now, here comes the absolute genius flavor secret. Add your 200 grams of glass noodles directly into that same pan. Instead of boiling them separately in plain, boring water, they just soak up all that incredible savory pork broth as they soften. It's a total game changer. And how do you know exactly when they're done? Well, just taste one. It is hands down the foolproof way to check for that perfect, tender doneness. Next up, Section 3, building the flavor profile. Now for the fun part. These right here are the absolute building blocks of an authentic larb. Just imagine the sensory experience as you add these into your warm bowl of noodles and pork. A splash of fish sauce brings out this deep, savory umami. And then just a little bit of sugar goes in to perfectly balance out the salty and sour notes. Next, we add our toasted rice powder, followed by chili powder to bring the heat. Finally, top the whole thing off with a bright, mouth-watering zing of freshly squeezed lime juice. Oh, and if you really like an extra savory kick, adding a dash of MSG or your favorite seasoning powder is a fantastic option. Now, I really want to pause on one specific ingredient for a second, because it absolutely deserves the spotlight. I'm talking about Khao Khua. This is toasted rice powder, and it just brilliantly illustrates the depth of Thai cooking. It isn't just a thickener. It is literally the soul of this dish. It gives you this intoxicating, deep, earthy aroma and a signature crunch that you just can't get any other way. Whatever you do not skip this. Which brings us to Section 4, toss, taste, and adjust. While you're getting hands-on with the mixing, you've got to remember this golden rule. Our spice levels differ. Season and taste as you go. So how do you know if it's perfectly spicy and sour? By tasting it yourself. Everyone's palate is totally unique. Maybe you want an extra squeeze of lime, or, perhaps another spoonful of chili powder. You have complete control over the heat and the tang here, so empower yourself to adjust the whole thing exactly to your personal preference. Now, while you're tossing and tasting, you might run into a pretty common kitchen dilemma. Glass noodles are notoriously long, and they can kind of tangle up into these massive nests. So here's a highly practical pro tip for you. Take a pair of clean kitchen scissors directly into your mixing bowl and just snip the noodles a few times. Boom. This transforms them from long, tangled messes into nice, manageable strands, making the final dish incredibly easy to eat. All right, so once your flavors are totally dialed in and your noodles are snipped, there's just one final step in the bowl. It's time to fold in those fresh aromatics we prepared right at the beginning, the spring onions, the culantro, and those sliced shallots. Adding these at the very end is crucial because the residual heat slightly softens the shallots, while the greens keep their vibrant burst of color and that crisp, fresh bite. And finally, Section 5, the final plate. When it comes to plating this dish, presentation and pairings are absolutely key. Because Larb Woonsen is incredibly intense, it's packed with heavy umami, sharp acidity, and fiery chili, you really need a counterbalance. Try serving this alongside some fresh, crunchy vegetables. Long beans from highly recommended here. Snapping into a cool, crisp long bean between bites of that warm, spicy noodle salad, it provides the perfect textural and temperature contrast, beautifully balancing out the intense heat of the dish. So, look at what we've covered today. We've mastered the technique of cooking noodles right in the pork broth. We've built a killer flavor profile with fish sauce, lime, and that absolutely essential toasted rice powder. And we've learned the pro tip of snipping the noodles for easy eating. The only thing left is for you to actually try it yourself. What fresh vegetables will you pair with your Larb Woonsen tonight? Will it be long beans, maybe some crisp cabbage, or cucumber slices? I really hope this explainer has left you inspired, hungry, and ready to bring these vibrant flavors to life in your own kitchen. Thanks for hanging out with me, and happy cooking.